Goodbye joint pain. 6 foods to avoid with eggs for better leg health. Welcome to Senior Health Tips. Swollen knees, achy joints, stiff legs. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You're not just aging. You might be unknowingly fueling that pain with what you eat. You see, the foods we consume have a huge impact on our joints, especially as we age. Even if you're following a nutritious diet and staying active, you could be unknowingly triggering inflammation with some common food pairings. Today, we'll uncover 6 surprising foods that, when paired with eggs, could be causing persistent swelling and joint discomfort. These foods can affect your mobility, energy levels, and overall well-being in ways you might not expect. By the end of this video, you'll learn which foods to steer clear of and how to make smarter choices to keep your legs strong and pain-free. Stick with me until the end, because we'll also explore some healthy alternatives to keep enjoying eggs without the risk of inflammation. But before we jump into that, let me know in the comments, how old are you? What health challenges are you facing? We're reading and replying to every comment because we care about your journey. 1. Processed meats, bacon, ham, sausage with eggs. Bacon and eggs, the classic breakfast combo, are a comfort food staple. However, it may be doing more harm than good for your joints. Processed meats like bacon, ham, and sausages are rich in sodium nitrates, preservatives, and unhealthy saturated fats, all of which are known to contribute to inflammation in the body. As we age, the body's ability to manage inflammation becomes compromised, leading to swelling and pain, especially in the joints. The sulfur compounds found in eggs can also interact with nitrates in processed meats to elevate uric acid levels, a major contributor to gout-like symptoms. Pain, redness, and swelling in the knees and feet. Studies show that a high intake of processed meats can increase the risk of inflammatory arthritis. A study from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that for every 50 grams of processed meat consumed per day, the risk of developing arthritis increases by 10%. I've witnessed patients who, after switching from their usual bacon and eggs breakfast to alternatives like oatmeal or smoothies, noticed a substantial reduction in joint pain within a few weeks. The swelling around their knees and ankles diminished, and their mobility improved significantly. If you're experiencing joint pain, it might be time to switch up your breakfast. Replacing processed meats with lean proteins like turkey or plant-based options, and opting for a fruit-based smoothie or whole grains can reduce inflammation and improve your joint health. 2. Refined carbs, white bread, bagels, muffins with eggs. Many of us enjoy eggs with a side of white bread, bagels, or muffins. These refined carbs are high on the glycemic index, which means they rapidly convert into sugar in the bloodstream. This sugar spike activates the immune system, triggering inflammatory responses that can settle in the joints, particularly those that bear weight, such as the knees and ankles. The combination of these carbs with eggs, which are high in protein and fats, can overwhelm your digestive system, leading to even more inflammation. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, individuals who consume more refined carbs have a 30% higher chance of experiencing joint discomfort and arthritis-like symptoms, especially in weight-bearing joints. Many of my patients have reported feeling sluggish or stiff after meals that included white bread or bagels. By swapping refined carbs for whole grains or alternatives like quinoa or avocado toast, they've experienced increased energy and less joint stiffness. Consider replacing refined carbs with whole grain alternatives, which are rich in fiber and nutrients that help combat inflammation. Incorporate leafy greens or berries for added anti-inflammatory benefits. And hey, to ensure that you don't miss any more videos like this, Please hit that bell symbol, subscribe, and like the video if you have enjoyed it thus far. 3. Cheese, especially melted or processed, with eggs. Cheese, especially melted or processed varieties, is rich in saturated fats, sodium, and additives, all of which can exacerbate inflammation. The slow digestion of heavy foods like eggs and cheese can strain the digestive system, leading to increased inflammation in the joints. This issue is particularly prevalent in older adults, as digestion tends to slow down with age. A study in arthritis and rheumatology found that individuals consuming high levels of saturated fats, found in processed cheeses, are 20% more likely to experience joint inflammation and pain. One of my patients, a man in his 60s, came to me complaining of heaviness in his legs after eating breakfast, particularly when he combined eggs with melted cheese. After adjusting his diet to include lighter cheese options, he saw remarkable improvements in his joint mobility and overall comfort. Consider opting for natural cheeses in small quantities, or better yet, try avocado, which provides a creamy texture without the inflammatory effects of cheese. You could also choose a plant-based cheese alternative for less fat and fewer additives. 4. Nightshade vegetables, peppers, potatoes, tomatoes with eggs. Nightshade vegetables, such as peppers, tomatoes, and potatoes, contain a naturally occurring chemical called solanine. Solanine can aggravate inflammation in the joints and interfere with nerve function, particularly as we age. When combined with eggs, which are sulfur-rich, the resulting chemical interactions can further increase inflammation in the body. Research from the National Institute of Health shows that nightshades may worsen symptoms of osteoarthritis in some individuals, with studies indicating a 15% increase in joint pain among those who consume them regularly. I've had several elderly patients experience significant joint discomfort after eating omelets with tomatoes and peppers. After eliminating these vegetables, many noticed a dramatic improvement in their joint pain and overall flexibility. If you love vegetables, consider swapping nightshades for joint-friendly alternatives like spinach, kale, zucchini, or cauliflower, vegetables that are packed with anti-inflammatory nutrients. 5. Sugar, jam, or sweetened drinks with eggs. A touch of sweetness in the morning can feel delightful, but for seniors, even a small amount of sugar, jam, or sweetened drinks can spike blood sugar levels. This leads to inflammation, tissue damage, and in the long run, it can harden tissues and reduce blood flow to your legs. Glycation, the process by which sugar binds to proteins, damages collagen and cartilage over time, contributing to joint pain. Research shows that sugar consumption increases the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines in the body, leading to chronic inflammation. In fact, a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that high sugar intake was associated with a 40% increase in inflammatory markers. Many of my patients didn't realize that their favorite sugary breakfast items were secretly contributing to their joint pain. Once they cut back on sugar, they reported feeling more agile and experienced less stiffness, especially in their knees and ankles. Instead of sugary jams or sweetened drinks, try incorporating natural alternatives like fresh fruit, honey, or even a dash of cinnamon for flavor. These options are much less likely to trigger inflammation and are packed with antioxidants. 6. Artificial butter substitutes or margarine with eggs. Margarine and artificial butter substitutes are often marketed as healthier alternatives to butter, but they're packed with trans fats and hydrogenated oils, which are known to increase oxidative stress in the body. This stress leads to inflammation in the joints, and when paired with eggs, these harmful fats can exacerbate the inflammatory process. Studies show that consuming trans fats regularly can increase joint inflammation by up to 20%. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found a clear link between trans fats and increased osteoarthritis symptoms. I've seen significant improvements in patients' joint pain after they switched from margarine to healthier fats like olive oil or coconut oil. This simple change has made a huge difference in their mobility and overall well-being. If you're using margarine, consider replacing it with healthier fats like extra virgin olive oil, avocado, or coconut oil. These oils not only help reduce inflammation, but also provide essential nutrients for better joint health. Now that you know which foods to avoid with eggs, let's talk about some smart choices that can help reduce inflammation and protect your joints. Instead of pairing eggs with processed meats or refined carbs, try adding anti-inflammatory foods like spinach, avocado, or sweet potatoes. These foods not only promote joint health, but also keep you feeling energized throughout the day. Let me share a real-life example. One of my longtime patients switched to a breakfast of scrambled eggs with sautéed kale and a side of quinoa. Within just a few weeks, her joint stiffness was significantly reduced, and she felt more mobile and less fatigued. It's amazing what small changes can do. Remember, the choices you make at breakfast can have a huge impact on your health and mobility. Make these small changes to protect your joints and keep your legs strong. If you found this information helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which food combination you're going to change today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more health tips. Your joints and legs deserve a second chance, and it starts with what you put on your plate.